Assalamualaikum ji, welcome back to my opinion show, and this time I brought you something new related to S-log. So guys, right now I am using S-log with my Sony a6500. The reason I'm using S-log2 and S-log3 is because whenever you shoot with S-log, it's give you more dynamic range. The thing is, you need more dynamic range when you are shooting outdoors, especially if you are shooting in outdoors. The most recommended picture profile for Sony cameras is S-log. I'm not putting myself into that you need to use with this like proper, the filters and the filters and all that. But if you are using direct with this lens or any lens with Sony a6500 or any other Sony camera, then you need to shoot that in S-log especially. The S-log gives you more dynamic range. There are some stops in cameras. Like people say, when you are capturing the dynamic range, you need to understand the stop thing. And I think for this camera, Sony a6500, it gives you 14 stops for f-stops. Those stops will help you to regain the image colors, brightness and all that. So how you can set your camera in S-log? It's very simple. You just need to go to settings, menu, and then in picture profile it will be PP8 or PP9. With there you can easily switch your camera from normal picture profile mode to S-log mode. One more thing here I want to mention, that before I was using regular picture profile, but that didn't give me the result I was looking for. So that's why I switched myself to S-log2, and it's just giving me wonderful, fantastic result. Believe me guys. I know it's hard to properly expose S-log2 and S-log3, but still you can expose this properly without any, putting yourself into a very dangerous state. You can easily switch yourself into regular picture profile to S-log2 or S-log3. I will prefer, if you are using Sony a6500, then you must switch yourself to S-log2, not S-log3, because S-log3 is a more newer version and it quite compressed your footage in a codec form, and it will give you color bandings and all that. So that's the main thing. Then when you are reversing the colors and regaining your highlights and shadows and all that, then maybe S-log3 will give you some color bandings, especially for sky, especially for blue color, because these Sony cameras are not good with blue color theory. They are quite good with red and green, but they are not good with blues. So I will highly recommend you that you must use S-log2, not S-log3, because S-log3 will give you more compressed version of codec, and then codec will not allow you to regain and reverse the saturation and highlights and shadows and all that. So that's my tip for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and inshallah I will bring new tips for you related to cameras and related to tech talk. Please do subscribe my both channels related to vlogging and also for tutorials, and also subscribe this channel and stay tuned. Till then,